We've all heard people that say, I'm not, I never double text, right? Or I never initiate contact, right? If you cancel on me one day, I'm leaving, right? And those rules appear to be very intimidating, and you could almost sense your desire to to walk on eggshells. You could almost sense your desire to not offend them, to not break those rules because you want their validation. And that's because they're they're there for a certain reason, and that's for that reason, to make you walk on eggshells, to make you a little bit more insecure, to make you be the one that chases them. But what people don't understand is this is a big open secret about people. People are always looking for someone whom is worthy of breaking the rules for, right? People are always looking for someone who's worthy of them breaking their own rules for them, right? You want to know why? Because it's extremely pleasurable. It's pleasurable to double text. It's pleasurable to open up and tell people what you really want. Why is that? Well, because all of the time we are truly repressing our instinct. Our desire is to open up and to tell people how we really feel. But because of society, we have to put on a mask, a social mask that hides our impulses, our animalistic impulses, that hides our intense childlike desire for connection. We have to put on what people call an adult exterior. But the problem with that is that this adult exterior has cracks in it. It cracks over time. And when we experience somebody who causes us to act irrational, to break our own rules, a part of us finds a secret pleasure in the irrational. We find pleasure in telling people how we feel. We find pleasure in getting angry and opening up. We find pleasure in releasing that frustration that dating tends to give us because of just how distant people are, right? Now, I always tell people this: if they are following their own rules to a T, it means they are not emotionally connected with you yet. When somebody genuinely likes you, fuck the rules. When somebody genuinely likes you, fuck what Father Alex says. I don't care what Father Alex says. I'm following my own rules, and the reason why is because when we like someone, we revert back to our childlike state of mind. We become like children. We regress. And we begin to re-experience the connection that we had as children, because the brain only uses the wiring you already have. So whenever you fall in love, you literally regress to a childlike state. And this comes with a lack of self-control, right? A lack of self-control, an inhibition, and a lot of people revel in that. Because all the time we feel like we have to act right. We have to act proper. We have to be the mature adult. But sometimes, secretly, we all just want to let it go, right? So people following their own rules is really just a social mask. It's their public representative. And the thing about this mask is that it only breaks when you get emotional. Now, what is it that causes people to get emotional? Fear, which in this case is fear of losing you, right? Impatience, when you delay gratification, when you delay validation, when you take your time, when you go slow and you don't let them speed it up. Envy and jealousy, right? And that's when you triangulate, when you let them know there's people of the opposite sex in your life, when you let them know that you have a social life, when you let them know that you actually love your life. People who like you would genuinely start to feel envious of an abstract concept like your life. Uncertainty, not knowing how you feel, right? Offense, meaning like maybe you offend them, maybe you say something that hurts their feelings, right? And above all, no effort on your part, or little effort. These things get people emotional, right? And last thing, being unpredictable. These things get people emotional, right? And the reason why is because those things are outside of people's control. When they start to lose control, they start breaking their own rules because they start to scatter. And the reason why is because they just stop thinking straight. They make mistakes. You get people emotional, and it's going to compel them to make mistakes. The way if you're dating someone and they're following those rules, and you want to talk to me and see how I can help you have them break their own rules for you, book a one-on-one coaching call with Father Alex today by clicking on the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one, and there you'll be able to get a one-on-one phone call, and you'll tell me what's going on, and I'll tell you whether or not this person is willing to break those rules for you, right? Sometimes we have a lot of blind spots when it comes to love. You go watch these videos, and because of those blind spots, you still cannot see the mistakes that you're doing. So sometimes it's better to hire someone who made the video, hear your story, and I can literally tell you with an objective ear whether or not what you're doing is right or wrong, because sometimes people think they're doing my strategies, put my name on it, they fail, and then blame Father Alex. No. Most of the time, those people who fail with these strategies are doing it wrong. I can promise you. I can promise you you're doing it wrong. So before you tell people you watch my channel, book a one-on-one phone call with me, or else I'm closing the channel. Take care. Let's continue with the video. So if they really value you and they really love you, I'm telling you, they're not going to follow their rules. All their rules will go out the window. Now, they may act like they're following the rules, but as soon as they sense some resistance on your part, fuck the rules, right? They follow the rules when you're actually showing them interest. But when they are uncertain about how you feel, when they can't predict you, all of a sudden, the emotion of wanting you and not wanting to lose you overwhelms them to a point where the rules just go out the window. They'll start to give you the creepy look of, the creepy eye contact, right? They'll start to think of you all the time, text you all the time. Things that they know that they shouldn't do, things that they know that makes them look needy, things that they know that I say not to do, things that they know they promise themselves never to do, they'll do. And that's why I tell people, we're creatures of habit. You have patterns in you, such as these. When you find someone that likes you, that you have certain patterns that you just cannot control. And that's why I'm talking about this. The patterns are a reflection of their attraction. When they like you, there's going to be a pattern that is consistent. Just like a drug addict who relapses, they literally start to repeat the same use, the same way, in the same routine as they did before. So remember, your goal is to get them to break their own rules. So I don't give a fuck if they say they never double text. I don't care. I don't care if they say that I'm not the type of person that chases. That if you cheat, I'll leave. I know people say that, right? I don't give a fuck. If they like you, they're gonna break their own rules. It's just that simple, right? Are they known as bad texters? Fuck you, pay me. Are they known as people who need to be chased and they need to see you showing interest before they show the interest? Fuck you, pay me. I don't give a fuck about that. Are they the type of person that if they don't initiate contact, you have to initiate? Fuck you, pay me. In other words, I don't care what happens, pay me. I don't care these little rules. Eventually, I want you to initiate contact. Eventually, I want you to apologize for the bullshit that you did. Oh, you never apologize, huh? Or you're never the one that puts effort. Well, I don't like that. I find that to be a little content. I want you to make effort too, because I make effort as well, right? Don't believe the hype. If they are not breaking their own rules, it don't mean that there's something wrong with them. It don't mean that they're depressed. It don't mean that you need to ask the horoscope what's going on, where the sun is, where the moon is. If they're not breaking their own rules, they don't like you. Just that simple. They just don't. They should make an exception for you. You want to know why? It's like athletes. The best athletes don't follow the same rules. The best athletes have more leeway for mistakes. The best athletes can break the rules and still be in the organization and be the top guy. Want to know why? Because they have leverage. And what's that leverage? The money. If you like me, I have unbelievable leverage over you. There should not be a rule that you wouldn't break for me. Now, obviously, right? Look at your family. You know what I'm saying? You break that rule. But they're the type of person that never tells you they like you. Fuck you, pay me. If you like me, you're gonna break that fucking rule. Oh, they never say I love you? Fuck you, pay me. If somebody really, really values you, those rules go out the window. For example, somebody could be genuinely the type of person that never tells you they love you. That's true. If you leave them and you pull away, that person will break those rules for you. I'm telling you. They're going to break those rules for you. And if they don't break those rules for you, it just means they don't feel enough emotions to break them. It's that simple. And if that's the case, then you have to make a decision. All right. That's why when you know, like if I don't respond to you, for example, if I'm texting you, if I don't respond to you, then and let's just say I forgot to respond to you. For example, I forgot to respond to you. That happens. If I don't see a double text, that's a red flag. Because if you like me, you don't give a fuck how you're coming across. You don't give a fuck if you look needy. You just don't care because you like me. And that's what I would do if I was in the other position. I would double text. And that's what I should expect from you. There should not be any more rules once you like me. Those should go out the window because the emotions you feel for me are so intense that rules go out the window. Remember, rules are only for people who we are lukewarm about. It's just that simple, man. All right. By the way, everyone's saying I can't spell. You try to do this shit. Try doing this live, okay? Try doing this without autocorrect. Right? Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to myfoottraction.org and I'll see you guys later.
A lot of you guys have been asking me, how can I purchase all of your courses in one go? Well, if you guys want to purchase all of them, you guys can join the Mindful Attraction University, people. Yeah, that's right. And in this, you'll be able to access all of my courses for $3.99. Initially, if you purchase all of my courses, Emotional Mastery, Psychological Game of Attraction, my new course, The Feminine Woman, Natural Chemistry, Charisma Blueprint, Nice Girl, you guys can purchase all of it for $600, but with the bundle deal, you guys can purchase it for $3.99, or you guys can purchase it in 3 easy payments of $125, people. Yeah, that's right. Or you guys can purchase it with the bonuses. So you not only do you get the courses, but the bonuses, and that comes down to $7.99 or 4 easy and mindful payments of $199. Now, these bonuses are not regular bonuses. These bonuses are legit, almost like courses within a course, right? So you guys can just click on the description down below and explore the types of bonuses. For example, I have bonuses on how to get over your ex, how to become more creative, how to, especially in the feminine woman, I have a bonus about how to penetrate the mind and how to speak in a way that gets people to do what you want them to do. Like, it's honestly one of the craziest sections that I've ever made, because most of these courses, people, I come up with those ideas in meditation retreats. Nobody goes to the extent that I go. I go to meditation retreats to create these courses. There's a 14-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, just ask me for the money back within 14 days, and I'll give you all the money back. Father Alex has never rejected a money back offer if I offered it. So, and if you guys already purchased one of my courses, for example, and you guys want to get the bonuses while getting a discount, you know what I'm saying? I have discount codes for people who purchase my courses. So if you purchase my courses, just send me a private message. Or if you work with me one-on-one, I'll give you a big discount for the courses. And there I can help all of you guys understand that this is a movement. Most people never knew this type of knowledge before. And I am trying to empower women across the world and liberate them from these negative and one-sided relationships through these courses. So hopefully you guys can spread the message and help other people out. And I'll see you guys inside, or else I'm close to the